Hi everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. How are you today? It is Friday, August 24th, 2018. I'm going to try to keep my thoughts in a rational pattern here because I just found out about something and I'm going to share it with you that I believe you are going to go, you've got to be kidding. Well, let's start off with the basics before I even get there. As I am doing this video blog, stocks are higher across the board. Not by much, but higher nonetheless. Believe it or not, gold and silver are catching a bid today after yesterday's... I don't even want to talk about what happened yesterday again. You know what happened yesterday. We're talking about a slam down. This was a deliberate act. Huge paper orders dumped onto the market using a market order. This is... done on purpose to push down the price of gold and silver, even though the paper markets are completely fake. They're not real, and I don't want to go on about that anymore here. Cryptocurrencies are also catching a bid. But you know what? I'm going to get to what is really disturbing me, and it should disturb you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read this. This is an article. It's all over the place. Look it up for yourself. I'll place a link to this particular article in the description of this video so you can see what I'm talking about here. Let me punch this up for you. Okay, here we go. Sit down for this one, all right? President Trump has reportedly offered U.S. funds to buy Italian debt. Now, before I move forward, a couple of months ago, I was talking to your friend and mine, Greg Hunter. And I got a phone call from a guy that I know for a long time. And he says to me, Greg, he goes, I don't have any direct proof of this. He goes, however, this is what I believe is going on. Central banks, governments are buying each other's debt. And they're keeping it off of the balance sheet to keep everything propped up. And I thought about it, and I was like, this has to be happening. Well, here's proof that it actually was happening, and this guy here, he's been vindicated, and I'm going to have to give him a call later. So again, this is the headline. It's all over the place, so look it up for yourself, but this particular article I will place a link to in the description of this video. President Trump has reportedly offered U.S. funds to buy Italian debt. President Donald Trump reportedly offered to buy Italian foreign bonds during a White House meeting last month with the Italian Prime Minister to the tune of approximately $462 billion. Okay. Now, I want to know seriously if you think this is a good idea. Do you believe, if you live here in America, or if you live in any country around the world, do you believe that your government should be using your funds to buy the debt of other nations and other governments? Where does it end? I mean, I don't know. I'm having a very difficult time with this, trying to understand. First of all, the United States here, let's talk about our country that has been run into the ground by these political freaking windbags, Trump included here, especially now. As you well know, I think right now, my support for this man has plunged as of late, and this is just another nail in the coffin, no doubt about it. So, I do not believe that this is all just propping up, in my opinion, here, and this is exactly what, has been going on, I think, for a very, very long time. Governments, central banks buying each other's debt, keeping this all propped up. It's unbelievable here, but now, I don't know, I just don't think this is a good idea. And I want to hear from you. Do you think that it's a good idea? If you live here in the United States, are you happy that it was even suggested, whether it happens or not? I know there's a lot of you who are going to sit here and say, well, it's never going to happen. Of course you're going to say that, especially if you can't see straight because you're so blinded and polarized with regard to a political party. Stop doing that. Down the middle. Do you think this is a good idea? How many of you that think this is a good idea would put up your cash to buy Italian debt? Seriously, because that's what this is. I think it's a very bad idea. Where does it end? And who's going to bail out the United States? We are the most indebted nation in the history of the world. Our debt to GDP ratio exceeds 100%. So who's going to bail us out? Seriously. Anyway, this is just disgusting in my view, and I can't wait to hear from people about this. And again, I don't want to hear that it's never going to happen. The fact that it was even suggested says something to me about the trouble around the entire world right now. Look, we all know, look, the European debt crisis, well, here's proof. It never went away. We're going to be we possibly be bailing out Italy now. I don't know. As an American citizen, I do not want to do this. I don't think it's a good idea. We're in a lot of trouble here in the United States. And our economy is not going on like gangbusters like everyone wants us to believe. Durable goods orders, another miss. I mean, we keep getting round after round after round of bad economic news. On the housing front, on every other front you could think about, people keep ignoring it. And we keep hearing the same narrative. Good as it gets, good as it gets. Really? Oh, okay. Anyway, I want to hear from you once again. Is this a good idea that you, as an American citizen, could possibly be, or we're kind of, I don't know, maybe it's kind of an odd, I can't even word it correctly, but how would you feel about this? Do you think it's a good idea that it was even suggested by our president that we should be buying Italian debt? Unbelievable. I want to hear from you. And if you think this is important, share this article. Let's get it out there. This is just too freaking much. I'll see you at the end of the day.